Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. I'm just saying show. Oh my
God! What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Tennille. Y'all have no idea. We be over here on them huge struggles, but it's okay. It's Hump Day Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. And man, we got another great topic for you guys, as you could see in the list. And I cannot wait to talk to you all about it. So make sure you sit right there, get ready to enjoy, because we're going to talk the truth about raising other people's kids off in these relationships. I think people be doing a lot and maybe not enough sometimes. So, ladies and gentlemen, also, I have my fellas with me, my partner for life.
What's up, everybody? Good evening. It's Call Me _Ant.
All right. And we got my boy, Coach Tut. What's up,
What's happening? What's happening?
You know, ladies and gentlemen, now y'all know these are our opinions, ladies and gentlemen, but we definitely gonna give it to you real. We're gonna keep it straight. That's what I'm Just Saying Live is all about, and we want you to do exactly the same thing. We're gonna watch these comments the entire time. We're gonna read through them, and we're gonna hash this out. We're gonna hash it out. Do you think people be doing too much sometimes during these relationships with these extra kiddos? Do you think they cross boundaries?
Are there boundaries to be crossed?
Because y'all, there are boundaries to be crossed. You know, we've had several stories on here where girls get older and they start coming after the men. Like, it's all kinds of stuff that goes on when you're not raising your own baby in a household.
Well, that's totally different.
But let's go ahead and get started when we talk about all things news, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Tucker had a story that he wanted to bring up to us, and it was sounding pretty crazy. There's lots going on. And this is definitely something that, if you have not already, that you need to start trying to follow as to what went on with this. So tell us a little bit about the story, Tuck.
Well, there's an attorney. Excuse me. There was an attorney. Let me grab his name. His name was Dennis Prince, right? Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. And basically, he was friends with another guy. And another guy was an attorney. And so the attorney, they basically were going through, they were on opposite sides of the table, but the twist was Dennis was currently married to his friend's son's former wife.
Are y'all listening to this drama? That's nothing but drama. I'm just saying, Tuck. News stories. Go ahead, Tuck. Go
ahead. I mean, 3 people lost their lives. So basically, the dad came in. He was defending his son in a child custody deposition. And so during the deposition, he basically shot the ex-wife, which was being represented, and she was being represented by the other lawyer, which was Mr. Prince. I'm sorry, and he killed both of them, and then killed himself. And there were,
I feel like there had to be,
other people in the room.
I looked over this, had to be some more underlying issues. It cannot go that bad over no child custody case, in my mind. So we losing lives.
It's crazy. That's
one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this topic today too, because people, y'all getting outlandish with these kids and raising these children.
But that's what I'm saying. So this it kind of leads into what we're saying. So this man, right? He took on the assignment to raise another man's kids, right? He was being the dad, and he was, and mind you, that was like a 20-something year age difference, but whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So there's an age difference too. Now I'm gonna say this. I just had to read this comment from Alvin real quick. It says, "What military did you serve, Mr. Thomas?" Now, I'm just saying, okay, that is too crazy. He went back there. This says
they got that Bass Pro Shop special.
That's that Dutton Ranch. No, that's
Yellowstone.
That's Yellowstone. Let's see. Chris Henry says we need to lighten the mood.
Oh, we're gonna get to it, Chris. We're gonna get to it.
Cheers. We don't need to lighten the mood. We in a good mood. Now remember, y'all, tonight is the night you need to be having your glass with you. You need to be sipping and drinking because we about to be talking on all this subject that has to do with raising these children. Because I think it's gonna get crazier than what y'all think. Hey Cammie, thank you also for joining. What were you about to say, Tuck?
Just one more last thing on that. I just found out it was apparently the dad. He was 77. Mm-hmm. He had some form of terminal cancer. So I guess this is his way of going out on a sword.
And so he took everybody with him.
And yeah. And then now the kid it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's just crazy.
If I can't help him, nobody can.
I feel bad for the families involved, man. For real.
Let's talk about these severe thunderstorms that came from this eclipse because I'm convinced.
I think
last night the bottom fell out.
And that's why I got on my attire.
The bottom
last night.
What did that attire got to do with?
Hey, I thought somebody was breaking in. I thought they had to go in the backyard and hide out with that rifle.
Look, I woke up. Both of my kids was in the bed with me. So,
this man
it was scared to death.
David, we're gonna get to the toe sucking. That's what we're gonna get to. We'll get to it when we're ready. But it can definitely be part of this conversation because I'm gonna tell you, if I catch you doing all that in front of my child while they at your house, it's gonna be a problem. Can you cut that light back off, Marcus? Can you cut that light back off?
Well, anyway, you say you woke up to your kids in the bed with you. I wake up at 3 a.m. My kids in the kitchen eating breakfast, talking about they couldn't sleep.
When I say it was storming so bad that we couldn't sleep, I was up at 3:00 this morning. I knew it was going to be a long day because I was like, "Oh hell to the no!" It's on show day too. I got up. I've been keeping my friend's baby. She's only 3 months. She ain't sleeping but an hour at a time right now. Look, I feel the parental pain at this point.
Keeping the baby.
Huh?
We having us being French.
We. This man love this baby so much. He just be cuddling and holding it back. I said, boy, you need to put the baby down. Okay, you got to put the baby down. But anyway, the bottom fell out. I'm blaming it on the eclipse, period. We didn't get to see the eclipse here in Houston. I want to know how everybody's eclipse experience was because it eclipsed me. It surpassed me because I couldn't see a thing.
And I'm still confused. How it go from you can see it in Kerrville, you can see it in Dallas, but we in between both. But we can't see anything?
No.
Man, that's a bull. That's what?
The path to the eclipse. We only got 90% of it. Apparently, that's from the videos I've seen. And
mine was not 90 because it was still a lot of light outside, and I wanted to at least take a picture looking dumb in the dark,
So wait,
like everybody else, they had their pointing pictures, they had everything. So all it did was get a little dim. It looked like it was about 5 or 6-ish. It never got dark like everybody else. I feel like I should have went to Dallas if I wanted a great experience. My son also told me that kids were at the school crying, the ones that are really into science, crying because they could not see it.
You know who they were.
Thanks, big man. Thanks, eclipse gods. So they were crying because they could not see it. All right, Fifth Ward, Texas in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, I also wanted to remind you that upcoming Fifth Ward Go is going to be having their neighborhood meeting for this quarter. It's going to be this Thursday the 18th. I did post it to my page, and there also are Fifth Ward Forever t-shirts for sale that will help us raise money to be able to support some of the programs that go on in Fifth Ward, which includes AUA. So make sure that y'all remember that because we need the Skrilla. Okay, that part. All right.
5300.
Now, before we get into our topic, because I always say that I'm going to make this show a little bit shorter so we have time to discuss it, we need to talk about sports for just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know, we had some things go down. NCAA championships came to a completion. Go ahead and talk about it, fellas.
Dawn
Staley.
We could talk about Dawn. Finally got her ring with the girls.
Finally, I guess. But
What What you mean you guess?
It's South Carolina, but man, Dawn Staley is a beast, man. And
We know she's a beast. She was a beast in the WNBA. She's a great coach over there at the college, but she took South Carolina all the way.
yeah, when that girl stole that ball from Caitlin Clark, the game really, everybody was like, oh, I knew it was over after that point. I knew it was over. When she picked her pocket, I was like, it's done. They done figured her out. So,
Yeah. Hey, they say make her go to her weak side. She had a weak side. She couldn't do nothing. And she get there, they trap her. So, hey, she's stuck. But
yeah,
UConn, second title in a row, back to back. And we're going to see if they can do another three-peat. But they did a two-piece. They looking good over there.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about the UConn Purdue?
Huh?
What do you think about that UConn Purdue game?
Hey, man. Are you blaming it on the refs?
Okay, B says this is actually number 3 for Dawn.
Really?
Yeah, I just looked that up. Yeah, that's her third. That's her third one.
Y'all
Okay.
don't
That's what I
know
was saying.
details right.
Let's go, Don. Appreciate you, Coach
Chris
B.
Harvey says, let's talk about why they didn't call the offensive fouls on Caitlin Clark, but they sure called the defensive fouls so she could get open.
That's like when Larry Bird played, Michael Jordan played, you a star player. They pretty much don't call too many fouls on you.
You're going to get the calls. That's part of the politics.
That's just the way it is.
Yep.
Even in any sports. So if you didn't know, you know now. If you're the star player, you'd be able to get away with a lot of stuff that other players can't get away with.
Rules. They changed rules for Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. After he deflated the ball, they
And,
still
not even that. Remember, he got hurt. That's the first game of the season when the dude hit him low and he tore his ACL. They changed the rule then after that you can't hit a quarterback low below the knee, below the thigh.
Because it was a star athlete,
because of the injury.
star player.
Because they took And so he probably lost a lot of people money. He was like, hey, y'all gotta do something about this so this won't happen no more.
Baby.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Only thing I'm waiting on right now, outside of this sports, is the Summer Olympics. I'm still waiting on this pole dancing.
All he talks about is this pole dancing.
That's new. Okay, let's talk about pickleball. They got pickleball in the Olympics now.
You tripping.
What else did they put?
I can't see you ready for the pole dance.
Thing I can think about is pole dancing. I really want to see how they're gonna pull this off. Any comments?
Okay.
Some of y'all need to send your baby mamas to the Olympics and put them on the pole.
Oh my God. This I'm just saying live. Okay, period. Okay. Cammie is dying laughing at you over there. Hey, Mr. Garland Malone, thank you so much for joining us today. He says UConn had too many weapons and balanced team and stronger bench players.
They were deep on the bench.
Okay.
And a big man.
B says SC made sure none of the antics mattered when it came down to the end of winning the championship. So they definitely went all the way, took it home. I want to congratulate the ladies. I hope this brings big money your way. What is it? NIL.
NIL, baby.
I think I'm a fan. I was trying to see how I was going to feel about this, but I think I'm a fan of it. If people are walking away with the checks that they have been describing, I'm very happy about it.
Oh, and we need to get our nephew prepared since he's a star athlete in football, basketball, and track. We need to get him ready for his NIL so he don't get that money and blow it, He put that money up.
But it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. We know it's coming.
He's a great player.
Now, y'all know what also is coming. We are in a new era. Co-parenting and all of this, right? Now, many people have said that co-parenting, is really not a thing, that it should not even be a word because it is responsibility of each and every parent, period, to take care of their children.
That's why you stay married.
But we know that is not always the case.
Happen. Right.
You try. So we are going to have a real live open discussion on what it's actually like What are the pitfalls that people can fall into when it comes to taking care of other people's kids in these relationships? Because I have witnessed that sometimes people go a little far, and some people expect certain things when it comes to the caring of their children. Right? When you're out there dating, how soon do you bring people around? There's so many different ways that we're about to go with this. We're about to get into it. Tuck, are you ready?
I'm ready as I'm gonna get.
Anthony, are you ready?
Oh, I've been ready.
Have both of you guys experienced this in your dating?
I have. Well, I did. Past tense.
I don't think it would be posed.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to not date, you know, and you know, not to date women with kids. You know what I'm saying? The thing is finding one where you think it's well, you as a man got to make a choice to whether that would be worth the risk long term. You know what I'm saying?
Do you consider the risk?
Yeah.
Never looked at it like that.
Well, if you get married,
okay,
kids young,
mm-hmm.
you raise the kids for a certain amount of time. I mean, you might be on the hook for, you know, child support or whatever, or some kind of alimony or some kind of, you know, something there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how divorce is. It like rarely works in a man's favor. So that's a risk, is what I'm saying. As a man, you got to consider. But I think just for me personally, you know, it's about, again, finding that one that you're willing to take those risks for, and then, you know, actually being the man that, you know, that's in the household and holding shit down.
Now, you know, I was waiting to put a special twist on this, but you already brought up one of the things that I wanted to talk about, because, you know, I like to entertain people, right? So I'm always going over and get my little statistics and things before the show. Tucker mentioned in his reply that it rarely goes in a man's favor. During my search, though, ever since 2010, okay, ever since 2010, it has become more equal, like to where each of the parents, when they get split custody. It went from like 13% to 30-something%. So it's growing, but it has not been fixed. It is still on the low end. It is still on the low end when it comes to men actually getting joint custody with the kids. It normally goes in favor of the mother. Still, even, you know, at this late stage in co-parenting, if you will, because I feel like it's kind of late down the road. And this is even when they go. This even includes when they go when they are not married. 34,
it's tough though, man. It's tough to raise somebody else's kids, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like that's a hell of a. Yeah.
Okay, so Kimmy says that her daughter has attachment issues. Now, that's another thing that can really result is if you are changing people within your household, which I always have felt like was a no-go. I do come from a household where my mom and father split up, and my mom decided not to date because she had a teenage daughter in the house. Do we feel like this is a rule that more parents should kind of take and set at the forefront and put their kids above their wanting to be in a meaningful relationship?
Well, people pretty much gonna do that when it comes to kids anyway. It don't
gonna do what?
Put their kids before the.
Oh no.
What?
Not nowadays.
Oh, that's what I mean.
There are a lot of kids who are going through and seeing things that they should not see from their mama's boyfriend or they daddy's girlfriend.
I don't think that's pretty high.
What do you mean?
On the statistics wise, I mean, I just I guess I'm old school. I guess so. I'm just going by what I see.
You can't expect people to live a certain way, and
you can't put how you would think on other people. I'm just saying that.
You're right about that. So that's what's going on now. People just got people coming in and out of the front and back door every other month.
I don't think they showing their kids.
About this last week, they meet on social media. They don't want their kids to see this man that they've only known today.
That's different on social media or meeting up. So if something was to happen to you.
Hold on one second. B. Jones, just keep that thought. B. Jones says, man, it depends a lot, especially on the other parent. I'm done raising nigga kids. Bitch, kids better be grown like mine. I don't date if you have kids in the home at this point in my life.
Yeah,
Okay, so let's talk about that as well. Well, you go ahead with your comment.
Well, I was just stating if something was to happen to you, you pass, and it's just the boys and I mean, if I did decide to date someone, well, technically it'd be seeing someone, but they'll never know about it because they'll never dot that front door. My kids will never meet them until they out of the house and grown.
See, most
I
people don't.
think that's how most
don't
people.
do that.
But
That's protecting my kids.
To your point, I think that's how most adults will move.
Mhm.
A lot of times, though, what you get is situational actions, right?
Mhm.
And so, you know, maybe there's something there.
Let me say this from a woman's perspective with that. If you don't introduce me to your kids, I know that I'm not shit to you.
And that's what I just said. They'll never meet them.
I know that I'm not shit to you. I will know that. If you don't want me to help you in raising and rendering, that means you do not think I'm qualified. Therefore, I'm not shit to you. What do y'all have to say? What do y'all think about that?
Why would you?
Where's Brandy and Richard?
Why would you look at it like that? Because in my eyes, it's not about what I think about the woman. It's the fact that I'm trying to make sure my kids are safe. I don't need my kids to get familiar with this lady and I leave her with my kids or for, you say, 10 minutes. And now she's doing something to my kids inappropriate or talking to them crazy. Now they done jumped on them because she done said something. And these two I have, they gonna tell them in a minute, you're not my mama. And it's gonna be rough over here. So to save all the, chaos.
I think a lot of times you can try to save as much as you can, but it doesn't always work out that way.
Yeah.
Tucker, check the private chat. So here we are. I wanted to go back. Let's go back real quick to Tina's comment. I wanted to also say this. What happens when your spouse is dating someone of the same sex when they break up and your children have to be brought around that? How do y'all feel about that?
What?
Yeah. Say your wife left and they were dealing with someone, they are dealing with somebody same sex. These are all real and valid things that happen each and every day when it comes to raising and rearing kids after these situations go wrong. Oh, it says, well, you vet people first. Well, vetting is what I was saying. If you don't let me meet your kids after a certain time, I would just assume that you don't give two F's. So again, Tucker, you dating somebody, y'all had a kid, and they start going same sex relationships. How do we handle that? How do we feel that in 2024?
I wouldn't give a damn. We done moved on. I done moved on. Kept it moving. Like, what the hell I give a damn? What the hell you doing with the? You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about, Tucker? We talking about the kids. Tucker done went all on the woman.
Talking about the woman.
It's not the woman. We talking about your kids having to go and view that every time when they go over there.
So now so then that's me having to shake their perspective because I can't change what she doing. You feel what I'm saying? So then at that point they're like, all right, I got to change. I got to have the perception of my kids and let them know what they seeing ain't
natural. It's
necessarily
not right.
The move, right? Ain't necessarily, you know what I'm saying?
What's funny, Cammy?
The example, you know what I mean? So
what's funny, Cammy? If you would like to be on the show, ladies and gentlemen, this is I'm Just Saying Live. If you're just tuning in, we are discussing the ups, downs, pitfalls, all the things that have to surround it, raising children.
Other people's kids, not
other
just children.
People's children. Yes. Raising other people's children when you get into these relationships. Right now, I'm not raising other people's children, but I damn sure feel like it's sometime many grandkids as a guy. All of a sudden, out the blue, bam, okay.
Back to back.
When you get involved with somebody, you never know what's gonna happen. Like I never would have suspected being 4 years in and having six grandkids. It was not I never imagined, period.
Grandmama.
That part, period. Okay.
She enjoyed it.
So when
She
you're
enjoyed
taking fast into these situations, you know what happens. Right now, we're discussing whether or not it's hard for people to have a chance when the other person has decided to go same sex. My sons, I would have a hard time. I would have a hard time if my sons had to go to, a house and be privy to that every week. I would feel like somebody was trying to influence them.
They ain't going.
Nobody don't want to talk about that.
They not going.
Well, see, here's the thing. Like I would, yeah.
Sounds like you hit a nerve.
I mean, honestly, on the same sex thing, not trying to be biased, racist, none of that. You just got to do your job as a parent to show them, guide them, teach them, right from wrong. And no matter how you raise them, rear them, they're gonna make their final decision. In the end.
Mm-hmm.
So you just do your part. Now, if it was to happen, I mean, I'm not gonna be preaching to them every time they come back and tell them, hey, you know what your mama doing over there isn't right. I'm gonna let them know, it's in my eyes, God's eye, biblically speaking, however you want to look at it,
I'm glad you said biblically because Cammie says I would have to seek God's counsel. Come on with it, good. Okay.
We all would, but we just got to figure out a way to handle things, no matter what the situation may come out to be. You just got to be a parent and parent your kid, because at the same time, in the end, we all want the same thing for our child to be safe and healthy. So we just got to figure out how to word it and raise them.
I mean, like I said, man, you can't change what the other person doing. All you can do is try to put as much good in your perspective to your kids as as you possibly can, and and hopefully they don't look at that as something they. I mean, but again, they're gonna have their own choices when they become adults. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, I always teach mine, like, regardless of what I had to raise you or whatever you do, you still got it. Once you get grown, you get to choose who you want to be. And so, it is what it is.
All right, everybody. If you are joining us, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, please, please, please place your comments right now in regards to how you really, truly feel about raising other people's kids. Do you avoid it altogether? Do you try to make the best of it? And what is too far? What do you feel like is crossing the line when it comes to certain things? Right now, we're talking about the sexual preference of others, and are your kids privy to having to see those things? We're going to move on from that, and we're going to talk about what's too far when it comes to disciplining children. Okay, because discipline becomes a big thing, not only when it's a woman's son being disciplined or a daughter being disciplined by a stepfather. These things can get hinky, especially when it's a multiracial couple. We all know Black people and white people raise their kids a little different when it comes to the hollering and the beatings. The beatings. Okay. So how do we navigate this piece? I know everybody is over here going crazy in these comments. Let me make sure that we've got all this jotted down.
We got a few
comment. Let me read this. It says, speaking from my experience, yes, y'all will hit the kids with the wrong part of it, but they watch y'all do all the other bad shit the Bible say don't do. For me, I don't live my life in the way y'all see it, so everyone is different.
Correct.
Okay.
Everybody's different.
Yeah, and everybody handles it. Everybody handles it different, and the amount of stuff that they show, PDA and things of this, are different in every household. Okay. Then let me see. Okay, we did that. She also says, but I hate to see these people having a woman be called daddy and all that BS. I would never. I'm gonna tell you, that's another thing. I don't.
We ain't doing that. That's missing.
We had some neighbors. I like to give y'all real life facts about stuff that we've been dealing with. This lady had like 5 or 6 kids, right? Only one set of twins, and they were calling the woman, the girlfriend, daddy. They got confused because the kids at school brought it up Now, this is how it affects children. Brought it up and said, no, that's a woman. Period. Told on her. She was wearing, her sports bras and stuff tight to try to stay down. She was calling herself Andy and all of this. But I normally try to leave names out, but my bad. I used the real one on that one. I'm sorry. My bad. But yeah, so she was going that far to hide and keep a facade with the children. How do we feel about that? That's my thing. I don't like the trickery in certain situations.
Andy was Andrea. But
She
anyway,
was.
yeah, that's not fair. It's not fair to the kids at all. Because your children see this and they think it's okay, and then when they find out the truth that daddy is really a mama too, that can be devastating to that child's mental for the rest of their life.
Beatrice says, when they're young, they are impressionable. They should not be exposed to everything. I think that we are all in agreement when it comes to that. Anastasia, let's see. It says you can't really control what people do. If we are honest, they are exposed to it regardless because it is 2024. The LGBT community is everywhere. Agreed. But again,
Are they though? Or they
I'm
just
not
lie?
sending my kids, males especially, over to a house where there's I guess a gay male who's interested in males. It would be weird for me, and I know that it's wrong, but my mind would assume that man, because in the gay community the underlying tone is that we screw who we want when we want, and we have fun with it, and we play, and we this, that, and the other. That's how people try to put, and I know it's not every gay man that's like that, but just with that being out there, my mind would say, no, you can't go this weekend. Probably every weekend.
You can't go never. Not unless
Because
you're being chaperone.
I would feel like I was putting my child in the line of fire. It says, I never in my life got whooping or beating. Okay, well, that's great.
Are they spoiled?
Yolanda and Betty too. Oh, yes, that couple right there. They used to do that for real. They was a guy and a gal. I remember them, oh baby, she was in it to win it. She was in the thick of it. She was daddy, okay?
Daddy.
R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. You know what? You know what, Dante? We know that you got something to say about this. In the thing I talked about, one of the things was discipline. We're talking about, let's move to discipline right now. What is too far when disciplining someone else's child? Is there a such thing as too far? If you are every day in this child's life, helping raise and rear them, sending them to school, doing all these things, is there a line that can be crossed when it comes to discipline somebody else's child?
So have we reared this child from birth, or
it don't matter if it's
3 years
old,
old, 13 years old?
I'm in your baby mama life right
Yeah,
now, and we've been here about 5-6 years.
Okay, so 5-6 years, baby mama, child, what, about 16, 17, and you gonna discipline the child? Really, it's gonna. That needs to be. Those rules need to be established when they get married. That this is your daddy, this is your mama. We're gonna cope. We're gonna parent together. We're gonna discipline you together. We're gonna come up with the disciplinary rules or whatever it may be, the actions. Mm-hmm. If it's giving a few lashes.
Do we
with
think
a belt,
communication is open with parents that are co-parenting a lot of the time? Do we feel like people are really listening to each other?
They're not listening, but they talking. Nobody's listening, because she gonna tell you, can't nobody that girl can't discipline my daughter. But it's
I think I would be more worried about the man disciplining my daughter, like if he just took it too far.
Most men don't discipline their daughters. I mean,
most men don't go hard on girls like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so B Jones had just made a comment, and I posted it on the screen, but it said, I used to tell my son, told that my son was going to be gay so much growing up due to not having a man in the house.
What they got to do with it? It's a lot of men raised by single women.
Well, she wasn't a single woman. She had a woman.
Yeah, but same thing.
But it's because he was around gayness, and that's
That's
what
not
she's
gonna,
trying to say.
that's not
Let
gonna
me
make
finish
him
reading the comment.
okay.
It says, being in a home, and my son is more of a man than so many young men. I see that I know personally that had both parents in the home. Still F niggas. So again, everyone is different. It depends
It's
on the
the
person.
environment. I
Yeah.
think the environment, and you know, what environment you had to foster those morals, those beliefs, and those character things to your kids. Like that's what matters. You
And
know
I'm
what I'm
pretty
saying?
sure
Okay, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to be part of the live conversation and you would like to be here on the screen and you would like to give your opinion, let us know. All you need to do is DM us.
Hey, man,
David
so
here
what's your
says
brother,
you have to talk to your kids and give them the best information and understanding. But in my house, my son will be a boy and want to be nothing else until he gets out my house. Okay.
man? Hey, so what's your brother, bro?
I keep waiting for people to give us them I'm just saying live moments, and that's definitely one. We know that there are a lot of fathers who feel that way. Cammy says white kids get beat too. I wasn't saying that white kids don't get beat, I was just saying that there are cultural differences when it comes to raising our children. I think that every race has somebody who's out there beating their kids, even if it's at the hands of alcohol, because there's a lot of alcoholism and things happen to children all over the place.
Coach, you laughing at over there, brother?
I'm laughing at your brother, man. Look at these comments.
Pull them up. Let's see.
You got to read them because I
Yeah.
don't think we can see them. Hold on. It says, yes, Yolanda titties was bigger than they mama. Left my. Okay, God, I'm done.
Go ahead, read Dante's or pull it up.
He said, all right, so this is real when he said, yeah, there's a line, especially if the other parent is still in their life. But I can definitely discipline. So I feel him on that. And then he was responding to, I think, B. Jones' comment, it's a great possibility that he can turn out gay. And then he said here, a woman has no right to say what a man is not. He was just going back to back.
Okay, so here's the thing. So let's talk about this because
This is what made me laugh.
He has an ingenious way, because we have to talk about sometimes there is still friction in these relationships when people are co-parenting, right?
And it doesn't
okay work. Hey Travis, how you doing? Take that down. So take that down real quick. So Monte, that we're looking at Lambo right there, actually came up with a way to where the parents don't have to commingle, because he don't want the baby daddy to see the baby mama.
Yeah.
What they do is every Friday they swap off pickup. Do you feel like your ex significant other is responsible enough to be in charge of pickup on time and not ever have to see me, and I don't have to worry about going to get my kids every other Friday because I know he gonna be there?
Well, most men, no. Okay, yeah, I'm right. Most men are territorial. So that's your ex. Y'all have kids together. You don't have to me, if we're gonna go pick your kids up, or he gonna pick the kids up from you, I'm going with you. And then most of the time, I'm gonna go meet him and get them myself, and I drop them back off to him. Cause you mine now. Mm-hmm. You don't need to be looking at him. He don't need to be looking at you. I don't want none of that. Like,
well, who says that they're looking at each other?
I don't care. That's how you alleviate problems and issues.
I don't do that.
We can do the pick up at the school.
Yeah, we pick up at school. Yeah,
you send them to school with the
backpack.
And I think that is a great idea for any parent that's out there and kind of having friction and not knowing what to do, having to pick the kids up from the grandparents and all this other kind of stuff. Yeah. Let's just start being responsible, ladies and gentlemen, so the kids don't even have to be privy to that. Pick them up from the schoolhouse.
Send them to school with their suitcase.
You know that they're safe there. You know that both of your names are on the list to pick them up. So it's not that they're going with anyone else. So I thought that was, when I heard that that's what was going on, I thought it was ingenious. I thought it was wonderful.
They don't need many clothes for the weekend anyway.
Oh Lord, I got to catch up. Let's see what we got here. David says, I don't allow my son to play with confused kids. I got an assault charge for breaking my neighbor's nose because he called me an asshole because I wouldn't let my son play with his son. Well,
You just protecting your child.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. And it says all that should be discussed before marriage, cohabitation, etc. You need to be evenly yoked. Yeah. Agreed, ma'am. Agreed. Let's see what it says here. It says, with my ex, that is great. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad that a lot of people are getting co-parenting down. Let's say that because, I got some more statistics here to give you guys. Okay. So mutual to high quality co-parenting is at 43% of reported cases. Do we agree or disagree?
Say that one more time.
43% of co-parenting situations are at a high quality value. That means both parents in the group are doing what they're supposed to do.
Co-parenting.
And it's working out. Do we think 43% is a little high?
I don't know. I mean, it sounds good. It should be better, but we take what we get.
This motherfucker. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't even mean to say that.
Yes, you did. Go ahead.
David Carter said, nope, this bitch meets me halfway. That gets people in trouble sometimes too.
They're in a case.
When parents do not want to meet people halfway. We also have run into a situation where the mother went to the father's house, went in and collected the baby's backpack, and got the police called on her because she was invading his territory.
Yeah, she lucky she didn't. Yeah.
But she was just trying to pick her son up. Y'all didn't bring the backpack to the door when you brought my baby to the door. I need to get his stuff so we can go.
Nah, but you still who you is though. You ain't violate. Don't come in the house like you stay
right. If the other mama is there.
Let me say this.
What you talking about?
How's that a violation?
Stay your ass on the porch. You want a backpack? You stay your ass on the porch.
Oh my God, are you serious, Tucker?
And that is
the
young generation versus the older generation. He's a younger generation compared to what I grew up to. Now I grew up in
okay, let me explain the situation. Okay, let me explain. In my mind, I feel like it's not a violation. If you have, so she's already been watching my baby all weekend, right? Mm-hmm. Because I know the daddy ain't really been doing it. She been feeding my baby. She been doing X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. She has other kids as well to be taken care of. If you can't find my baby shit, and I done already told you that I'm on my way, that shit should have been ready when I got there. And if it's not, and I have something to do, or I need to go somewhere or whatever, I can come help my baby find his shit. In my eyes.
Yeah, that's how you think.
In my eyes, as a woman, I can come help him find his stuff. I'm clearly not bothered. I'm about to go. I'm leaving.
You more agitated.
But you're not. What I'm saying is, you say, hey, can I come in and help you look for it? You don't be like, oh, I need to come in here and get my whoop.
No, we don't know if she did all that. I doubt if she did all that. She probably just.
I'm just saying how you said it was like she didn't entitled to go in there. And I'm saying no, she ain't.
She felt entitled because I'm quite sure she just.
My baby been in there. My baby been in there. My baby been in there all weekend. I am entitled.
No, that's the baby, not you.
I'm getting my child. I don't want this B, but I'm no longer co-parenting due to having to get out of the child's life due to the new guy not wanting me around at all. But this kid still catch the bus across town to still be with me. Sad-ish. Let me tell you this. That was one of the reasons that I decided, because I know a lot of people avoid dating people with kids, or they used to. Right now, I don't think it's really a possibility that people can really be doing that, because most people have children. It says my wife, no, I don't want this MF. Oh my God. Now that's bad too. Okay. Some people straight up don't want to have nothing to do with raising your nothing to do with raising your other kid or dealing with a baby mama. They don't want you to do either. They want you to just forget that whole past life. But what I was going to say is, I've been in a situation as a single woman helping somebody with their kid, and I'm always one of those that I'm gonna give 110. I'm gonna treat that baby like they mine. When it's time to go shopping or do whatever, or hair comb or whatever needs to happen, I'm there 100% as if I'm their mother if I'm dating you. Okay. And I know that a lot of people are not that way, but that's what I like to do. So if it's not allowed by the parent and they decide that it's gonna be over, and I can't see the child anymore, it hurts. And so I had started saying I wouldn't date nobody else with no kids. I got my child snatched away from me, and that was my baby.
That wasn't your child.
But it was.
This wasn't. Did you see Paul?
And it wasn't. And it wasn't the problem. And yeah, I did. It wasn't. It was not the. It was my boyfriend who did it. It wasn't even the mother. The mother was comfortable with the situation the way it was.
And that's not even your child. Y'all wouldn't even.
Paul Vise said, "No, you can't go in just because you don't have all his things." He's trying to straighten me out. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Vise. Cammie says, I am 33. I don't think that way. And what's that? He was playing games to bring the bag with children. Yeah, he probably was playing games. He probably was. I understand your pain. Okay. I don't know if we got that one. And David Carter says, I love the comments, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy about this. It says, when my son leaves, he leaves in the shit he came in only. Okay. We know a lot of parents play that game as well. We wanted to talk about this when it comes to financials. That was one of the other things that we wanted to talk about. When it comes to financials, ladies and gentlemen, do you split the finances, or do you just create a whole nother household for your child at your house? What do you think is the better means of operation?
I'm with Dave, D-Ray on that one. My son, daughter, when they come over, they're going to have their own stuff in the room. They own video games, they own clothes. So we won't have these type of issues. Now, used to be, you bring your stuff, you take it back with you. But now
that wasn't working out for a lot of parents.
Right.
They wasn't getting clothes back.
Right. That was the main thing. They wasn't getting clothes back. And one of the parents is not contributing to buying, clothes or whatever. So now it causes a problem.
Right.
So now I'm saying, they're going to have whatever they need over here. So whatever you wear over here. When you get ready to leave, I know what you got on. I'll probably take a picture of it and make sure you take your shit back to your mama. She ain't going to be running up in here.
Then it's the style of clothes. Some people don't put their kids in the designer and this, that, and the other, but some parents are all about that.
Oh, now we going to Sam's or Walmart. You go to your mama house if you want some, what is it? What they wear now?
What?
It's not even Jabot. What they wearing out there now?
Oh, you said Jabot. Good. Not Jabot. Oh my God.
I said Oshkosh. Yeah, you true.
Mother's love, girl.
You can at least take him to TJ Maxx, dog.
I go get him some polo.
Yeah, you go. Laces or son.
Not that big ass horse. That ain't real.
It is real.
That's not real.
Yes, they have a new.
That's not Ralph Lauren.
No, it's different. It's different. But
Thank
they with the beat. But it's real polo horse. It's not the dude swinging it. It's the
dude.
Okay.
That horse got 6 legs.
It says the B got child support, or should I say nails, hair, and clothes support? It don't matter what you call it. She can spend her money on what she want to spend it on once you give it to her, in my eyes, because that's going to alleviate her from some other responsibilities that she has to take care of with the child. Well, let's talk about it, Tuck.
Talk about finances.
We talking about finances. Say it. Say what you got to say. It don't matter. When she get that money from you.
I don't believe a woman should spend child support money on herself.
So wait, okay, let me ask this question. Your kid, child, whatever, is staying with her, right? 90% of the time, 75% of the time. Are you helping her foot the utility bills? Because your child need life.
Spend it. Peep game. I ain't say spend on a bill.
Okay.
That's part of taking care of the child.
Part of it's going on the bills.
That's part of taking care of the child. Spend on some clothes for the kid. That's part of taking care of the child. But when you talking about your hair, your nails, no.
I'm with you on that.
No, you're not listening. Y'all aren't listening to what I'm saying.
We saying when you get your bill, your utility bill.
I said you're not listening.
Okay, go ahead.
What I'm saying is you cannot, once some money is in a woman or a man's bank account, they have to prioritize and take care of all those things.
But your hair and nails.
What do you mean? If I want my hair and nails done, yes, it does. No. For my own mental sake, for my own whatever.
So your hair and nails got to do with your mental and that.
To take care of my damn child every day. So while your ass footloose and fancy free doing whatever and giving me a damn check. We already know what y'all be doing too. So the thing is, what I'm saying is, you can say that portion of the money is going on her hair and nails, as long as her bills are paid. That's nobody's whatever.
That's what we just stated. We said we're gonna pay half of the bills.
You're gonna pay half the bills.
Yeah.
Okay.
To make sure.
And then that way she has money.
Right.
For her nails.
But
right.
Don't take the money I give you for the utilities or your mortgage.
You can't say that. It's in her bank. It's her money.
Okay. Well, don't tell me.
You can't say that it's specifically for that. You can't say your money went toward that. The money I saved from the bills you paid went on that. It's still.
Then my thing though. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you weren't getting child support, or if the woman wasn't getting child support, how would it get
her
done?
nails was getting done.
All right. So then do that.
Tell Joe to fix them.
Hey, you talking about? Go do that. Out here.
Woo, these men on here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you're enjoying this conversation as much as I am, but I'm having a good time with it. Now, Cammie says she wants to come on now. Okay, let's get it, because I know that she has something to say in regards to this. So Tucker, let's get her on.
All right.
Send her. Put the link in the comments.
Yeah,
and that's for anybody that like to chime in.
Anybody who would like to chime in. Cammie, we can't wait to have you chime in. I'm going to jump down and read some more of these kinds. Oh, it says, please explain to him. I keep trying to explain, but Cammie, I don't really think that they're listening. David says, man, my BM on damn housing. Well, you got it easy then.
What is $100 a month?
Whatever you give her is winning. Okay? Whatever you giving her is winning. She winning. Okay? Anastasia says, as long as your child got everything they need, and that's what I'm saying, you can't depict which part of that you paid for. It does not matter what.
I think this is a fundamental. I think this is a fundamental breakdown of
what. Wait, stop reading stuff till I get there. Men don't understand. People like to have their comments shared. Give me a second before you get there. Bitch, pay $43 a month.
See, I said 100.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna spend her child support money too. Exactly.
She balling.
If she's sending you money, run up a check. Do what you need to do. As long as your baby taken care of, it don't matter.
Do the men get child support?
Some men get child support. B says it's only a problem if the kid's going without.
That's what I'm saying. So prioritize the kids. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh,
you're not the priority.
He broke without his money.
Kind of like you said.
Sorry, that's the link. So Cammie, if you would please tap on the link, that's all you need to do to be able to join the show. If anybody else would like to join the show, get in line. We are going to wait for Cammie to come up, and we can't wait to hear what you have to say live right here on I'm Just Saying Live. Okay, Paul Bizet got something else to say. What you got to say, Papa? It says, when will the child be the priority? The child is the priority if all the bills and things are taken care of. They are. But at the same time, I know for a woman's peace of mind, going to the nail shop, getting a little break away from the day-to-day could definitely affect how the child is raised. I know y'all don't want to think about it like that, but if she's stressed out about her bills and she can't get her nails done, and that's something that she enjoys doing, or like with me, I like to go get some hair. I like my hair fixed. It's wonderful, but it costs a lot of money.
We together, that don't count.
It costs a lot of money.
That don't count.
I'm just giving an example of something that a woman likes to have done. And if you feel like you can't do that because you're trying to take care of your child by yourself, you know.
But if we separate, I don't know where you're going to get your hair from then.
Oh my God. I will forever be single because of this thought process. Cammie, I need you to chime in. You said you wanted to get on. Come on, click the link.
For some reason,
as soon as you pop up.
Pulling over to my live, but I got it.
Oh, okay. Oh, because she was on a certain thing.
Yeah, she was on that live.
Okay. David Carter says, bitch, hair and nails done. And when I get my son, I got to go get his hair cut. See, I don't believe in that either. If you're together, your child needs to be together. I feel like it's a combo pack. I got to put my wig back on. Okay. I'm done. Oh gosh. Let's see what we got here. It says, F the Attorney General, new subject. I'm getting pissed off. You can't be getting mad in your
Is he paying child support or alimony?
It says she need to get a job. All right, Charles, we're gonna get off of David because David going crazy over here. It says some women not to do their nails and pamper themselves without spending money. You're right. Some of them know how to do it at the house. I'm gonna tell you, during COVID, it was getting real live and real in the back room. Okay,
what is it called? Revlon?
trying to get the acrylics off was an issue. Okay, that was the first part. Then the second part was trying to figure out how to put it back on or do whatever. I used to be able to do nails, but boy, it sure got rough in 2020. It got rough, baby. Okay. It says some women know how to pamper themselves without spending money. Now, a nice bottle of wine in the bathtub, with some of those shower expels, all that is great.
Oh, the ones your babies make?
Yes. The bath beads and bombs and all of
that.
Bath
bombs.
B says, I understand where you guys are coming from because my sister wasn't doing what she needed for my nephew when the baby's father was sending money, but he wasn't aware or worried before then because he thought his son was being taken care of. Still, I called and told him. Now, let's talk about this snitching on family members and friends.
Is it considered snitching?
Because it's for the detriment of the child. And I believe, well, it's still snitching. Because your sister didn't want you to tell. I'm telling you that right now. Your sister did not want you to tell that she was spending up all the baby money, especially on what she was spending on. Because I know your sister. Look, I know your sister. I know what she's spending on. But we're not gonna go there because a lot of people out here, y'all complaining about this money, but you spend more on your weed habit than you do on your kid.
Oh, that part.
Let's be real.
Help us, Jesus.
Let's be real. You know, I had a conversation about that just yesterday.
See him be wicked on here.
I don't see him. All right. I clicked the link. What happened? Okay.
I sent the updated one. So
sorry.
the new one in the
he sent an updated one. Try the other one. Sorry about that. It says, B. Jones says, well, I sure snitched and she's still mad and I don't give a F. You know what? No, tell him to put the link. Tell him to put the link from Facebook and he can get on the show so he can have something to say. All righty. It says lost my effing job, but these bitches told me it can be 6 to 12 months before I can get the amount revised. That's another bad thing. You know, sometimes these men get put in bad situations and, you know, they're not about to change that amount because that lady not about to go up there to the courthouse. She's not going to go change and get a lower amount. They not going to do that. If they don't have to, if they are not forced, that's not going to happen. Y'all, before we get out of here, because I need to make sure that we talk about these things. Moderate families, this is where either the mother or the father is cutting up and kind of doing bad. It's at 31%, 31.8%. We have where there is a low quality period and it's not working out when it comes time for these co-parenting statuses is only 8.9%. So they're saying the majority of people are either at mid or high level functioning co-parenting. Okay. We've talked about financial responsibilities, ladies and gentlemen. We've talked about what is going too far when it comes to the children. Cammie has a comment and we definitely want to hear it because we're gonna bring her up. I know that
I forgot my train of thought. What was the question? Okay, because I got sidetracked.
What we were talking about at the time that you chimed in and said it was about fathers spending money with the baby mother or whoever, however you want to call it, ex-wife, whatever she is, and then trying to dictate how she spends those coins.
Okay, so I am a baby mama. Okay. I am a baby mama, and I had the same arguments with my ex-business partner. That's what I say. That's what we were having a business deal.
It was transactional. Okay.
So we had the same argument. we have the same argument. He thinks that he's supposed to know everything that I spend the money on. And I feel like, no. And I agree with what you say. Our money, our money, our money. We use our money before we even get their money. So if I want to take the money that you're giving me and buy my wig, like right now, my wig or my nails or whatever, I should be able to do that because majority of our money goes to our kids. It doesn't go.
So, and I want to talk about this because I like that you brought up the fact that a mom or an everyday parent, because, you know, Tucker, you were talking about the percentage of parents who don't have that everyday responsibility, and because men are not given the opportunity in a lot of cases, they're with that child every day. This is the school lunch fee. This is the haircuts. This is the tennis shoes. This is the shirts, the clothes, the food, the in-between food, because they always want a snack as soon as you leave the house. They want to stop out to eat. And people don't think about how much that adds up. It adds up. And then, of course, yeah, it may get funny some months where I don't have that money to be able to get my nails done. And your money was the first money to come in the house because I ain't got my check yet. But that doesn't mean I'm spending your money per se on my nails because I've already been taking your baby all month. I deserve to keep myself up too.
You know, we here. I understand what you're saying, where you're coming from. They don't get it. They don't get it because they've never been.
No, it's not has nothing to do with that. This is classic of how the difference between men and women think. This is waffles and spaghetti right here.
Well, see, David says it gets me when an MF asks me for more money. I could also see that being a problem. If there's already an agreement in place, it is really, really hard for men to give you more than that. If I had to go to court with you to take care of my child and we had to put something in place because you wasn't doing right or you were constantly asking for money, that's another issue for me. If we got to go to the courthouse and do all that, because I want you to be responsible in the first place. Now, if you ain't responsible and they gave me some coins, some little dimes, I'm mad. I'm going to tell you now. And I'm going to do me. I'm really not even going to ask you for it. I'm going to just tell you right now, me and mine, we're going to keep going, period. So I know that there's a lot of moms that are out there. They're offending and taking care of their own. I'm sure there's a lot of fathers doing exactly the same thing. Footing the bill, okay? But as a parent, you know, that's your responsibility, whether somebody helps or not. We know that people walk away all the time. People walk away all the time. Is it right? No, not at all. But it happens. Thank you, Cammie, for your comment.
Appreciate it.
This man said the lunch fee. Oh Lord.
Brown
man.
What did he say?
Bitch on house.
It is my damn money.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. This man is crazy. She at least don't bust the food stamps down with you. Lord Jesus. Y'all over there struggling.
Somebody say, man,
you must have really upset that woman right there. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that I hit on all of the pieces. You know, we are here. We're talking about the truth about raising other people's kids. We've talked about discipline. We've talked about the financials. We've talked about the statistics when it comes to whether or not it's actually working out for people. I believe we are in a new era where co-parenting is working. Back in the day, you know, people either sent them off when they didn't want to, when they didn't want to do right. They were sending them off to another family member to help somebody else with their kids when it came time. I think that we have kind of moved away from that. What do you say? What do you think? Okay. I think there's a lot of still CPS cases and all kind of stuff going on. Lord Jesus.
You know, you don't have that family like that no more.
So it also says that on average, kids who are in shared relationships fare better regarding life satisfaction, stress levels, and self-esteem. I think that this is good because both of those households are pouring into the children when it is a positive situation. So they're saying that those children actually do better than the one-parent households.
Oh, that's why I do so good? I mean, because I got high self-esteem.
He was co-parented real well back in the day.
I wasn't co-parent. Oh, yeah, I guess you said, yeah. I had two mothers, two fathers.
Trying to get me to erase my comments. You always. Just go on and erase them.
Because you keep
Don't erase
cursing.
them all.
You saying,
It's because you keep putting
the
bitch.
word. Yeah, exactly. Crazy, man.
They think you're cussing us out. You don't have to be vulgar all the time, you know? So now David brought up a good conversation earlier. Public displays of affection in front of the stepkids. Now we're watching a show because y'all know I love pitching shows to y'all and telling y'all what to look at because you know we're supposed to be doing movie reviews. He's gonna start barking in a second. We've been watching something called Vikings. Okay, we've been watching Vikings. It's a series. We also were watching Shogun, which is also doing pretty good for me, keeping me interested, if you will. So those are two shows that you probably should go and check out. But the father had sex in front of his son. Okay, you know I like to get a little touchy. He had sex in front of his son
with another woman.
While his mom, married woman, is at home
on another island.
Okay. Expected him to just go along with it, not tell it, not, you know, the snitch again, as we said, Tina, not snitch when it came to that. Didn't happen. The boy hurried up and told his mama. And how far is too far when it comes to public displays of affection? Because your kids really do, I think, mentally always want to see their parents back together.
Now, this was 796 BC.
Boy, we're not talking about that.
This is 2024.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
It's a big difference. So,
but I know that men do that kind of stuff all the time. I know.
But ain't no man having
sex
in front of their kids.
I know a daddy and a son who did it to the same woman in the same weekend.
Yeah, but I'm quite sure the kid was they were of age. They were no kid.
21.
They were no
That's
kid.
still a baby. That's still your kid.
Okay.
You're still gonna look at it as your child.
You're right. That's different. But still, that's not a little baby. That's still a grown man. And he gonna do what he wanna do.
She said that is too much, girl. Hey, I run across some stories, okay? I run across some stories. It is too much, but it happens all the time. We also have teenage daughters who come on to their stepfathers, and even sometimes not stepfathers, just boyfriends. You know, we've had the touchy subject where the daughter was coming on to the dad by dropping. She came home from college. She was dropping her towel and stuff in front of the boyfriend, and he'd been raising her since she was 10. What do? You're gonna have to help me because otherwise.
I'm not smashing. I'm not smashing.
You go. First of all, she dropped that towel in front of me. I'm gonna pick that towel up and I'm gonna be popping her ass every week with that towel.
Take your ass in your room.
Hey, remember how you used to make it like a whip and get your nasty ass out of here. And when your mama get here, I'm gonna tell your mama, and we're gonna beat your ass together.
For real.
That's nasty though, you know.
Charles says she need her ass beat. She definitely do.
Really?
But again, we're putting our children in these situations where we're trying to co-parent with people. And do we trust those other people when it comes to, say the child would have told. Lied, just like we talked about the other. If a child lies, then what do? It's hard. It's hard navigating these things. It says kissing, holding hands, hugs should be acceptable, right? I think everything else should be behind closed door. Maybe a little slap on the booty.
Yeah.
Children need to see parents display love to each other. Agreed. I agree that, and that's toward each other. But again, you're not the wholehearted parent at this point. You just try to get in where you fit in.
You know?
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with public display. Children need to know there's nothing wrong with a man and woman relationship. They need to see love in a household. They need to see caring. And also you need to teach them, you know, how to treat a woman. So lead by example, because I don't want my boys going out here just treating women any kind of way. So I do my best when I talk to their mother, my wife. I try to do it in a respectful manner. Now, sometimes it don't happen like that all the times, but I do my best to keep it that way because I don't want them to grow up to be those type of men, because we all have had friends that are very aggressive towards women And some of the women very aggressive toward men because what they have experienced in their past. So you just got to teach these kids and show them the right way.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our discussion on the truth about raising other people's kids. It is hard, but don't shy away from being a responsible parent to somebody who needs it. Okay, that's how I'm going to end that. That's what we're going to say about that. Period. Okay, don't shy away because you might miss out on a really good person just because you don't want to take care of their kids. Because I know it's a lot.
I don't know.
I ain't trying to play mama to your kids.
I don't know if the juice works.
This is what I'm going to say too, Tucker. It also matters of a certain age. After a certain age, people don't need to be trying to help you raise your little ones, your little bitty babies.
They're not little no more. They 18.
Well, we've had an issue with that too. You know, Anthony's son turned up on me one time. Like, Lord Jesus, what we supposed to do?
Beat him up together. Beat that ass.
But why should we have to do that? He should be mature enough. That's what people say.
Well, some
Since
kids
you're trying to bring that up.
No, they said some kids at the time, you know, they don't want to see you as their mother. They think you're trying to take the place of their mother, or you trying to take the place of their father, and they not really trying to turn up. It's just something that within them that comes out because they missing that parent, and things happen. So sometimes they might not be able to control it. Sometimes they can, but it don't matter.
So it's emotional. Yeah. It's an emotional.
It don't matter how
when
you
they
raise
see their parent getting close, and that's what I was talking about earlier with kids wanting to, see their parents together. All right, Charles Gilbert, you're gonna be our last comment. It says they are young and just don't understand. Well, parents sometimes just don't understand. Please make sure that you are watching. It says nobody doing that.
Hey, Will Smith.
Yeah, for real.
What is this man talking about right here?
Parents just don't understand.
Hold on. I got one more. It says nobody doing that ish in front of a kid. But if my son is grown and Megan Thee Stallion wants us to, oh my God. I'm just saying, we are definitely about to get out of here. And I want to leave you guys with a tidbit. Gold right now, because of these wars around the world and things of this nature, is on the uprise. You know, I'm always wanting to tell you guys ways to add to your pot of gold, period. Okay, get you some gold if you can. Make sure it's the right up and legit. It is up to 2,300 per ounce.
Yep.
Oh, hello. Yes.
Yep. 2,300 per ounce.
Sir? What do you need?
No, I was just gonna say
you was
to add to that. To add to that.
Costco about to sell out. Y'all better go get it. Costco.
Dollar cost average your investments. If you don't know what that means, Google it. But put a little bit aside, drop it in your investment account every time you get paid, please. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of I'm Just Saying Live. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have a conversation that you would like us to talk about, please send it to us. All you got to do is DM us or email us at imjustsayinglive@gmail.com. Oh, we also have the link to our GoFundMe for AUA in the bio. Go check us out and please help us out. All right, it says hurricane season's coming. Get ready. Yeah, the bottom's about to fall out again, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
I'm about to go try to find me some. I'm about to go try to find me some more crawfish. I'll holler.
Peace.